Perched high above the city of Baltimore, Maryland, from Magooby's Joke House, comes the tale of 5 brave adventurers and their intrepid audiomancer on a journey wrought with magic, mayhem, and dick jokes. For this is Laugh Finder.
Welcome to Laugh Finder! Hey guys, welcome to Laugh Finder, Baltimore's premier puzzle-based comedy podcast. I'm Tommy Sinbazo, and I'll be playing motherfucker. I'll be playing Arcane, living Contra. Basically, he's a living Iron Man suit, is what he looks like. But he had no face until this season, when now he can steal faces off dead guys and put them on, but they don't look convincing. They look like Peter Weller in RoboCop when he takes off the mask. So it's just skin stretched against whatever. Who gives a fuck?
He looks like the Joker when he ripped off his face and then sewed it back on.
Yeah, on Gotham.
Hell yeah. That shit was tight.
Okay, so guys, this week's guest, same as last week's guest, he's a comedian and an entrepreneur. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Garrett Harvest.
What up? Yeah. Entrepreneur, that's a nice way of saying I do not have a real job.
Well,
that's tight.
Yeah, not like right now.
Yeah, no.
But you have a side gig where you sell vintage clothing?
Yes, just started doing this.
Did you ever watch Slobby's World on Netflix?
No.
There's a show on Netflix where in California, this guy that looks like a garbage pail kid, he has a store where he just sells vintage clothing, like vintage 80s and 90s stuff. What got you into selling vintage clothing?
I was kind of always into style, and just like at the age I am now, I'm about to be 30, so now I'm getting very nostalgic of the 90s and those times, so now I just try to relive them. And a way to relive them is just by getting a lot of clothing that you remember from back in the day. And it's a way to make money.
Getting those fresh Hugo Boss shirts, right?
Coochie.
Yes.
Or Kugel. Is it Kugel or
Coochie?
Coochie?
It's
Coochie.
It's Coochie.
Yeah.
Coochie. Coochie. Got them Coochie sweaters. Now, so where are you finding these vintage clothes?
Man, Coogie's a real brand? I always just thought that was a Biggie line.
No,
where he was
it's a real brand.
He had a sweater made out of pussy. I thought it was Coochie
that was actually
sweater.
like those Cosby sweaters. Those are Coochie sweaters.
Oh, those are?
Yeah. That's what made the
That makes that Biggie line
That's
so
80s, though. Was it also popular in the early 90s?
Yeah.
Okay. Because it says Coochie down to the
Because
socks.
wearing a fucking
Rings
sweater
and watch
made
filled
out
with
of
rocks.
fucking pussies, that's fucking rap level.
That's fucking
Understand?
Ed
That's
Gain.
tight.
That's an Ed Gain level. Hey, y'all, it's me, Ed Gain. Check out my pussy sweater.
Check out my Coochie sweater. It's wet.
Do you want to fuck this sweater? I'd fuck this sweater.
So where are you finding these clothes?
So I'll go to like the thrift stores, yard sales, or I'll just like have family members or just know people who have clothing in their basement that they no longer want.
And then have you set up your own website, or do you sell it on some other platform?
I'll use social media like Instagram, and they have apps used for selling clothes.
Yeah, the Facebook
like,
market.
like Etsy, Poshmark, Depop, Grailed, all those apps.
I'm familiar with Etsy.
Yeah.
I'm a big Etsy. I like to buy
He's
things.
an Ets head.
Yeah. I buy things off Etsy all the time. I buy leather patterns. I buy 3D CAD files.
Yeah.
You buy all sorts of stuff.
When
off
I
Stop! You're getting
when
my,
I was part
my
of
Coochie
that
sweater all wet.
when I was part of that roast that was set up like the Democratic debates. I played Kamala Harris, and I got to tell Simone. You know Simone?
Yeah.
He was Cory Booker. And
It's good casting.
I got to tell Cory Booker that he was basically like if we ordered Obama off of Wish.com.
Damn.
Oh man,
That's tight.
Shout out to Jersey.
every day I'll be scrolling through, and Wish will get me. Wish will be like, "Hey, what the fuck is this?" And
Have you guys ever noticed that Wish just sells crack pipes? Have they ever tried to push a crack pipe to you before?
Yeah.
They sell little fucking balls. They're like, look at this tobacco. That's a light bulb that you burn crack in.
Tommy
I've seen these.
taught me about what Wish is, and I downloaded it. And I was like, what's this thing Tommy's always talking about? And then whatever you start looking at, it immediately starts making algorithms about whatever you...
Oh, yeah.
And so now when I go on Wish, it just shows me pictures of brass knuckles.
Yeah, sometimes like I'll sit there and I'll hit something on Wish, like what the fuck? Ah, fuck. And then I know that I fucked my my algorithm, and then I have all these like these senpai pillows, like these.
Dude, I'll tell you what fucked up Wish.
Yeah, waifu pillows.
What fucked up Wish for me is when we were doing one of the murder mysteries. It was a superhero homicide, the one we don't do anymore because nobody fucking...
Because it was too popular.
The one that Tommy worked the hardest on that immediately got canceled. But I was looking for like a piece to go over to make my superhero costume. So I bought one of those fucking what is it? The Borat like one-piece bathing suit, like cod piece like that, to go over top of this Under Armour suit that I had bought. And basically Wish just thought I was a gay man from that point forward. Like there's nothing, it was all like leather daddy, like studded this, like my wife opened it up and like, what have you been looking at? like all the suggestions, I was like, I mean, honey, you know where my whereabouts are, and you know I haven't fucked Tommy in days. You know.
They don't sell dildos anymore. They used to sell like dildos and sex dolls on Wish. But they don't. I guess they stopped doing it.
Maybe they're just not showing
trade
you
war.
anymore.
Trade war. But the best part would see. I saw this fucking sex doll on there. It was $700, and I was like, it's kind of hot. And then as I'm scrolling through the pictures of it, the one is how it comes packaged, and it's just a bag of feet and faces. Oh God. It's like, oh God, Lego has made a sex doll.
Oh man. Oh God! Imagine how bad that would hurt your dick. If it was actually made of Lego.
Yeah. It would. I mean, if you don't like stepping on it, can you imagine just
put
dry fucking?
Just dry fucking Lego.
Oh God. So Garrett, back to your clothing. Do you have a name for your marketplace?
Yeah, it's called Hardy Hoarder.
Hardy Hoarder.
Yeah,
I like that.
Yeah.
That's pretty good. And like, what kind of selection do you have right now?
So I have
got a couple of petrified dead cats,
bags full of cat shit.
So I think like I'm posting every day, but like at this moment, I think I have around 70 different articles of clothing, mostly T-shirts, jackets. I got this dope-ass Cirque du Soleil tie from 1993 that I found somewhere.
That's nice. What's it look like?
I'll show you a picture, but it's like a picture of some trippy-ass, half-naked fat dude.
Ooh, I don't know if I can wear that to my company retreat.
Where are you stowing all of this merchandise?
So I have
a storage space or something?
I mean, I just keep it in my room. I'm going to have to move soon. I have like a fucking... My room is getting full of just clothes and shit.
Dude, this shit is badass.
But I just store them in my room. I have... like I just bought shelves and I try to fold them up as small as I could and stuff them in there.
And the items move?
Yeah. I mean, they don't move.
It's not going to come out well.
I don't know if it's not because I don't know if it's because I haven't been doing it that long or just
because
people aren't into the stuff that I have.
Come on.
I got some cool shit, but they're not moving as much as they should be.
Well, once you get the Laugh Finder bump.
Yeah,
there we go.
We're international.
First
Hardy
of all,
Hoarder.
you want this tie of this Cirque du Soleil tie, and Tommy said he's going to put it up in the corner, but it looks like a kid like in 5th grade that tried to draw Majin Buu, like if he fucking synced up with Elton John. Like
you mean Majin John?
Yeah, Majin John. Rocket Man. You got to see this. It's good.
But yeah, I'll put a picture up there in the corner if you're on the YouTube, watching on the YouTube. Is that on the Instagram?
Yes, Hardy _Hoarder, and Hardy Hoarder is also on Poshmark, Depop, Grailed, Etsy, all those selling platforms. I'm on there.
Hell yeah.
Well. Nice. So then you're going to be a clothing mogul. But you don't remember used jeans?
Nah, I don't.
I remember used.
Okay. That was like what, like 91, 92-ish?
To 90, 93-ish.
Yeah. But they were basically jeans that had the word used
Yeah, the used
stenciled
was
on
the
them.
label.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Do you have any Zubas available?
Zubas? No.
Yeah.
I got 2 pairs in my fucking house right now.
Do you have any
I got a pair.
CVC
Mine-
sweats?
They're
How
so
many
fucking
how many
comfortable.
shirts
They
with
are.
Looney Tunes characters do you have?
What? All right. I just picked up 2 today.
Yeah,
Okay.
that was
Ooh,
good.
or do you have any-
Those shits move.
Yeah.
they
Oh,
really,
do you have
they
any of the
love
ones where-
that shit.
do you have any of the ones where it's like Bugs Bunny, but he's also fucking Tony Montana from Scarface?
No, I have a Scarface.
Okay.
I have a Scarface cartoon.
Because
one, but it's not
honestly,
Bugs.
I'm not fucking. You get like a Bugs Bunny or a Stewie Griffin, Tony Montana. You call me first.
Got it. I got you.
Yeah, as soon as I get Taz with a bowler hat, it'll complete this mullet look that I've grown.
Ah man, yeah. There's
Yeah.
a Tweety Bird arm tattoo about
Yeah, there was-
like domestic violence. in
Disney
there that I'm not gonna-
characters and Looney Tunes characters were real big in the early No, that's mid 90s.
No, the early '90s.
And yeah,
early
early
mid-90s.
to mid, and also The Simpsons.
Yeah. Simpsons sell a lot. Looney Tunes sells a lot. Jordan sells a lot. But if you have that fucking Looney Tunes with the Jordan, oh my goodness.
Oh,
You're a rich man. No, I'm just
yeah.
he ain't rich. But
I watched Space Jam a couple weeks ago for
Yeah.
the first time in my life.
Really? You've never
Yes.
seen it before?
Wow.
I don't get the hype.
Oh yeah, you're an adult. Yeah, no, you're a
Well-
fucking adult.
what the fuck? Oh, actually, cancel out everything I said. The clothes I make the most are actually concert T-shirts.
Oh, really?
I can see that.
Like
Yeah.
what kind of bands? What kind of
Like
groups?
if you got like Led Zeppelin or Metallica
Okay, yeah,
or
yeah.
the Beatles.
Well, that's
or
what I remember
Rolling
from
Stones.
Slobby's World on Netflix. He said that all of his music T-shirts were the ones
Yeah,
that moved.
those motherfuckers. I have a it's not that old. It's 2003 though, but it's from the Rolling Stones 40 Licks tour.
I remember that. My
they
parents
did.
went to that tour.
Yeah, I have a T-shirt for that I found for $2.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, so,
It's a steal.
yeah, definitely is.
If you got any Green Day Dookie shirts, let me know.
I'll have
Yeah,
a
if you
Green
run
Day,
across any of the Jewel shirts, that's what
Somebody
I'm looking for.
Somebody
Nirvana,
just
Nevermind.
somebody just bought my Logic T-shirt.
Really?
His world
You
tour.
order it and it's Nimrod.
Really?
God damn it!
I mean, I'm a fan of Logic. I don't know if I would buy a Logic.
I mean, the T-shirt looks nice. I'm not gonna show it to you real quick. The T-shirt looks nice, but I didn't know he had
Peddle
fans
your
like
wares
that.
elsewhere.
I'll put the picture up there.
Yeah.
Okay, here we
Incredible
go.
World Tour.
Oh yeah,
I mean, it looks nice. Like
That
the
is
colors
tight.
and
That is
stuff.
nice.
So,
That's tight.
somebody's gonna buy it. But yeah.
Oh man.
Be
So, and
surprised,
what's
man.
like the price range? What
So if I find somebody like Logic who's like he's pretty new,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
it's impossible for any of these things to be vintage. So I'll sell this T-shirt for like $30.
Oh, okay.
But if I find
That's
like
the price of a 5-plated clothing T-shirt
Yeah.
made by
Hell yeah.
Christmas Eve.
so if I find like the Rolling Stones T-shirt, which isn't even that old, but it's still like Rolling Stones 2003. That one I sell that one for like $85, $90.
Wow.
Okay.
Nice, yes.
And I mean that's actually not as bad as I've seen a lot of
Yeah,
T-shirts.
yeah.
There's
Yeah,
an Ice Cube T-shirt I seen that was being sold for $600.
Oh,
Damn.
I mean, does Ice Cube suck your dick? Okay, sorry.
Those like the rap T-shirts from the 80s and 90s, those sell for so much fucking money.
For
You-
$600, that'll get you a shirt and a blowjob from a previous guest.
5-plated blowjob.
But getting into that made me realize like their biggest customers are usually like rappers. A lot of rappers will buy the vintage ass T-shirts just because they the only ones that got $600.
Yeah, to spend on a
that
T-shirt.
shit. Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah. I'm going home and selling this fucking T-shirt. I'll tell you that.
Oh yeah,
How much do you think you could get for this shirt?
It's well worn.
yeah. It's the only issue they would have is because it's not single stitched. Yeah, so they
Really? They
say,
wouldn't care about the holes?
There are multiple holes in this.
No. They love that shit.
Really?
Oh,
Rips,
okay.
holes, all that shit.
Oh,
they love
shit,
it. It'll
okay.
sell faster. if
What
it's ripped
about
up.
armpit condition? How do you deal with that?
So
Someone
mean
fuck these pits.
perfect
man.
APC?
example. Perfect example. I found a Dave Matthews Band T-shirt today.
Filthy
And
people.
Smelled like
it was
sex.
white, and like the armpits were
course.
like brown and yellow. I was
Yeah.
like, "Fuck that!"
Yeah, you can't. But
So
on
I'm not
the
selling
like
that.
black T-shirts and stuff, though, you have to smell the pits. I imagine.
Oh, that's not my problem. They do that
No.
shit.
Oh, okay.
I'm
All
not
right.
smelling nothing.
Febreze it and go, baby.
I'm not smelling nothing. I'm putting that shit in the envelope.
Okay.
Yeah, you guys ever
Okay.
have that T-shirt though that like you've sweated in so much that the second you get a little bit wet in it,
Yeah.
it activates all of
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
smells
Yeah.
that have
Yeah.
ever been in that shirt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's got to be right from your line, right? Like, there's got to be one you do, and it just smells like fucking, like
I get a
fucking
lot.
child abuse and
Right.
fucking
I get a lot that
nightmares.
smell like. I get a lot that smell like cigarettes. A lot that smell like cigarettes, mothballs.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Or if someone eats a lot of garlic and stuff.
Or
and raw
pussy.
onion.
Someone eats a lot of pussy.
What kind of pussy you eating?
the sneaker section smells like shit. Look
Oh,
at the
really?
sneakers. That's
That's
some
the
stinky
Lilith
shit.
Fair shirt, actually.
Now on Slobby's World, he would actually have specialists come in and for cleaning the shoes. And he had
Okay.
guys come in and they would restore the shoes.
Right.
And he also had ones that for hats. would
Slobby's
restore
World.
the hats. Yeah.
This is a Netflix show?
Yeah, it's on Netflix.
All right,
and
gotta
you'll
check
see the
that
guy
out.
looks like a garbage pail kid.
What was
and
the
that's
other
how
thing
he
you
got
told
the-
me to watch on Netflix? Oh, the Dave Chappelle thing.
Oh yeah, Dave Chappelle. That was pretty good.
Never heard of him.
Cool. You better watch it before it gets taken down
Okay.
because it was pretty funny.
Yeah. It is.
Well, this has been educational. I got to check out Hardy Hoarder.
Hardy_Hoarder.
All right.
Check it out, everybody. And speaking of a hardy hoarder, this next guest is a descendant of one, and his brother still is one. Ladies and gentlemen, actor, comedian, and professional nudist, Mr. Eric Woodworth.
Oh, yeah, Daddy. It's all in the family.
You don't know what hard times are, Daddy.
Yeah, my name is Eric Woodworth, and I'm reprising my role as Big Three, a dubious scoundrel of the highest order, ready to slang hot lead and dick. Let's go. All right.
I hope you don't confuse when you're supposed to slang each.
Don't worry, boys, I'll get him.
Zip.
Roll for confidence. 20. Zip. So yeah, guys, I'm Big Slee. I'm back on the show. Not a lot of great stories. You know, just this past weekend, I opened up for Josh Wolf here at the Magoobies Joke House over the weekend, who is, out of all the comedians I've ever worked with, one of the nicest dudes I can honestly say I've ever
nice,
met. He was
good.
fucking super cool. He's real chill. Sold a shit ton of merch. He has good merch that says, he has just a shirt that says, I like weird shit, which is like, he sold a lot of like, I like weird shit shirts, which was, I was like, good, that's primo move-in of merch. But he did this thing where he liked to do this joke when I came off stage. He did it at every show, and he was just like, give it up for Eric one more time. It's so brave of him to be up here while he's going through that transition right now, guys. And just like, it did good at every show, except for the Saturday early show, because somehow, listen, when you're the host of a show, it's hard. You only get like 8 to 10 minutes with the audience. But this audience was so hot, and I got so over that he did that joke, and it went like, yeah. And one guy went, boo. I was so over with the crowd.
He's beautiful.
I was so over with the crowd.
Leave that woman alone.
They were like, don't make fun of that nice hot woman up there. So there's one guy that wanted to fuck me, and I did. It was really good.
So
I
how
had
was
It's
it?
a good set. It was great. It was great. I had a good show overall. So I got some good footage. There was actually, I do an opening joke many times where I ask people, what do you need to have in this world to say that you're making it? And the first lady I asked up front, she goes, bitches, and just makes the money sign. I was just like, and then I asked the next lady, and she goes, I need, I guess more money. I was just like, good, give her $5. And then I asked the third lady, and she goes, I was like, what do you need, ma'am? And she goes, more bitches, like that. And it was just these three white women. I was like, we've made the weirdest rap video in the whole world just now. You realize, like, this is, it's like, fucking, let me speak to your manager. That's what they're
It's
called.
like if the website NXXX made a rap video.
Yes.
Which,
So-
have you guys ever been to NXXX?
Yeah, that's my
What is
my
that?
go-to.
It's
That's
a
my
porn
only
site,
one.
much like Pornhub.
It's a porn aggregate.
But-
It actually comes all from XNXX, and it goes to all the other ones. I'm telling
But they apparently their website was established back in 1993,
Oh.
and they call themselves one of the oldest porn sites on the internet.
You're a real porn historian.
Well, I finished jerking off,
good.
and it's like, I guess I'll read what else is on this website. I only go to NXXX for the articles.
dude, I love what. Do you guys?
What's it called? N what now?
N-
I got to take notes.
XNXX.
XNXX.
What
So
does that
triple
stand
X
for?
with an N in the middle. Ooh. I don't know what that's for, Aaron.
Xerxes
I'm not gonna
never
venture a
examines X-rays.
Dude, I love watching because you got when you go to XNXX, you get to see the most primo comments that come up. Like
I never read the comments.
I love reading the
Wait,
comments.
people comment on the porn
Yes,
videos?
yeah, all
yeah.
the time. There's comments
like
on
YouTube
it.
kind of?
There was one,
Stuff like, hey,
like-
I have that couch.
Loved it.
there was one where I watched it. Who was just like, I was just like, the girl was hot, blah blah blah, blah. And the number one comment at the top of it was just like, dude, you got the smoothest ass balls I ever seen. It's just like respect.
I saw there was a meme about the comment section on Pornhub where the one guy was like, guys, you ever feel like just ending it all? And like the community was like, hey man, don't talk like that. Everyone here has value. Your life has meaning and your loved ones would miss you. And someone else was like, you should really contact someone or talk to this. Here's a number or website for a suicide prevention website.
All the masturbators care about each other.
I don't like jerking off to this heartfelt moment. No one jerks off to a Hallmark movie. Oh, speaking of jerking off to movies, I know we've talked about this separately, but I want to get into Disney Plus, which they're going to have the She-Hulk series.
Okay, thank God it's not Lady and the Tramp.
Oh no, the live action Lady and the Tramp. No, but a She-Hulk series that's going to have Red Hawk is going to be in it, Leader's going to be in it, Abomination is going to be in it. It's basically
Leader technically has already been introduced.
I know,
that
and
was
so
good.
is Abomination. A-Bomb
Yeah.
was in the, I guess you call
Yeah,
it
the Hulk.
second
Incredible
Hulk.
Hulk.
Yeah, Incredible Hulk, yeah.
Yeah, so, but because apparently there's this weird contract that they have with Universal, because Universal has the rights to Incredible Hulk. And it's so convoluted that they just can't get the Hulk property out to make more Hulk, like solo Hulk films.
Yeah.
So now they're just going to do a She-Hulk series, which will tie into the MCU, and it'll be their soft Hulk series. Well, hard Hulk series. God, and they who played Night Nurse in Rosario Dawson?
Rosario Dawson, yeah.
There's rumor that she is up for being She-Hulk.
I have to
What?
stop you for a second because
You don't
for the
know
best,
who She-Hulk is?
you're saying She-Hulk.
Yeah.
Yes. Shulk.
I thought for the first couple of minutes you were saying She-Hulk.
Yeah, that's what I thought you were saying.
I was like, what is She-Hulk?
I have a Baltimore accent.
I love your
You
accent.
gonna go down there, She-Hulk?
You ever see that She-Hulk son?
You know, she's gonna go,
Sometimes-
scree-yaw, scree-yaw.
It's like, sometimes it's like having a conversation with Bam Margera.
I gotta be honest with
Darvito,
you.
we're gonna go down there and see She-Hulk. I'm gonna do an 820 kickflip. Wake my parents up in the middle of the night, throw a bucket of cum on my dad.
Also,
Yo,
let me
he was a fucking asshole,
Yeah.
man.
hey, let me also
He's the one that lived.
shout outs just so you can. Also, if you want to catch up with the She-Hulk series, go on XNXX. There is a lot of fan films that you can watch to like get in part of the universe.
Wow.
I'm not.
One of
gonna
them
do
stars
that.
WWE wrestler
Oh
China.
no, I've seen that. That's from the Avengers porn.
Yes.
They did an Avengers porn where
Where you can see
China
her-
played She-Hulk.
Her giant clit.
Yeah,
God,
and
she has a clit that's as big as my dick.
They
and that's
painted
not
her.
a joke.
They painted her green. Her whole
Solid.
body, everything. They painted her green, but put nothing on it to keep it from rubbing off.
Yeah,
So
no.
after her sex scene, the guy just has green smears. The couch is ruined.
Wasn't China a pro wrestler?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
But now
Eddie
she's a
Guerrero's
porn.
girl.
Now she's dead.
She had a lot of
Yeah,
porn.
she's dead now.
actually.
China's dead?
Yeah.
Yeah,
She's been
super
dead,
dead.
Yeah.
fuck
For like
is
a couple
happening?
years.
Yeah, for a while.
So
Yeah.
this
Oh,
is
she's
a,
with Eddie again. That's what's up.
Ah, man.
But also, do you guys want to talk about the Spider-Man stuff? Do you want to get into the super sad news that Spider-Man left the MCU?
That they're gonna work that
I
out.
hope.
There's too
Fingers
much
crossed.
money. There's too much money involved.
Jesus. I'd be kind of curious if they kept Tom Holland and everyone else, and they just like took it as a separate thing, and then they just never referenced the
Although
rest of it.
I love the idea of when Deadpool enters the MCU. Did you see that thing I posted? There was a meme up there. They're like, when Deadpool enters the MCU, the first scene should be his apartment, and then they walk in, and the Tom Holland is just sitting there eating a bowl of cereal in the thing, and they were like, "Hey, what's?" And then Nick Fury
Nick
walks
Fury.
in, and he was just like, Spider-Man, we don't use this S word in here. And he was just like, that's Tom. And then he was just like, hey guys, I'm making pancakes, and it's Tobey Maguire in the kitchen, and there was just like, and then Andrew
Andrew
Garfield
Garfield
is over there like, oh, have some? That's how the Deadpool movie starts.
Now,
It'll be
I
a
heard
10 out of 10.
by the time this comes out, it may already be resolved.
Fingers crossed.
But God, I can't.
No,
It
I don't
affected
know.
me much more than I thought the announcement of a Spider-Man movie not coming out would. But apparently, they're talking about doing. Disney right now has a 5% deal with Sony, and they went back and they were like, "Please, like some more." And Sony was like, "No, we're taking our Spider-Man and leaving." But so now the new deal that is rumored to be is Disney's going to get 30%, but they're going to bring in all of the Spider properties into the MCU. So we'll have Venom in the MCU.
Oh, God.
We'll have Spider-Man in the MCU. And then they're going to finish out the next Spider-Man movie will finish the first Spider-Man trilogy. Then after another Avengers movie, they're going to do another Spider-Man trilogy that'll be Spider-Man the college years, where he'll be hanging out with Firestar and Iceman.
You're shitting there.
No, they're
gonna
gonna do Spider-Man the Amazing
Friends.
Friends.
I was under the impression after I seen Endgame that particular group of Avengers was done. So that's not the case. They're still doing movies.
Well, there's going to be the next group of Avengers, and there'll be a Young Avengers. There's talk of there being a Dark Avengers series.
Okay.
So they're going to keep, but yeah, the original OG Avengers.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
Blade and Doctor Strange, the way they're setting up the next thing, Dark Avengers seems like it's going to be the fucking
Do you remember
tits.
the Midnight Suns?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, and there's
It
a
was-
Moon Knight fucking show that's
Yeah,
coming
there is,
out.
yeah.
We're not going to talk
Oh,
about
wow.
fucking
Oh, yeah, Moon Knight.
Yeah, already slated for Disney Plus. Disney is
bad.
just getting all of my money. And
Yeah,
it's-
I'm going to buy a Disney Plus subscription because you also get Hulu with it.
But the thing is, and listen, maybe I'll be the voice of dissent here. I like that Sony owns the property for it, and this is why. I'm a strong believer in not having a monopoly on the
On your own characters?
on your
Not
own
having
characters.
a property on your own intellectual
I like
property?
it. I like it because Disney is going to have to work with other people, and it's going to force them to be better all the time. It's if you're only getting a small percentage, you're going to have to fucking work extra hard to make that the fucking bee's knees. And it's not like Sony does bad things with the properties. I mean, listen, the Amazing Spider-Man 1, it was
Trash.
okay. It was okay. I'll give it a C.
It was trash.
Listen, part 2, trash. We can all agree on
Yeah,
that.
I mean,
Into the Spider-Verse, maybe arguably the best Spider-Man
Yes.
thing
No, it
ever
was.
made.
Yeah, it was.
Venom was fucking good. Venom was
Venom
fucking
was
tight.
all right.
It was like a C
Venom
plus.
was tight. And the
Venom was
original
better
three,
than I thought it was gonna be.
The original 3 Spider-Man movies, Spider-Man 2 is still arguably, to me personally, the best Marvel to screen thing ever made.
I'll tell you
So-
what, though, if those
Get outta here.
If
I'm
those
saying it.
if those movies came out now in a post-Avengers world, I don't think they would be as big. Oh, would you kill?
I don't know. You're acting like
You got headphones yet?
Hello?
well, you're acting like
now we
are
got
you
it.
saying Sam Raimi would make a worse movie today?
I'm just saying
are you
I
out of
think-
your mind? Sam Raimi's a
No,
fucking
you can't have
genius.
that Tobey Maguire Spider-Man.
Oh, no,
post-
people
That
be
was
like, people
Tobey
be like,
Maguire's. That was the first ever Spider-Man
Yeah,
movie.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I think people will be like, what the fuck is this?
Anyway, speaking of bad opinions,
What?
this next guest makes questionable decisions,
Hell yeah.
like the rest of us.
Yes, okay, that's
Okay,
fine.
sure, whatever.
Yeah,
Ladies and gentlemen, actor, writer, comedian, Mr. Bryan Preston.
Make bad decisions. Just pet your cat.
Yeah, no, fair enough.
That was the nicest
no,
that's
that is
ever
actually,
happened to
I
you.
know
right
that
now.
on this show. Yeah, no,
Actually,
God.
Brian doesn't know what to do right now.
No, I really
he's
don't,
never
yeah.
not been insulted when he was
yeah,
introduced.
No, it's they're like, hey, Brian. Yeah, no. I honestly, I would not be surprised if I ever got diagnosed with cancer. It'll happen during an introduction on this show. I'd be like, and our next guest has stage 3 prostate cancer.
All
I'd be
I
like,
want to do is
and then you have rump shake. I'd be like, what? And then it's
you
like,
got leukemia.
it's like, what? No, your doctor called us,
Oh, and our
Brian.
next guest tested positive for HIV.
Congratulations. man.
Jesus, no, this is.
Way to
I
keep
know-
it
All I want to
positive.
do
Oh,
is
look, you
want
know
to
what?
zoom, 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 boom, boom. Dallas Buyers Club,
We're calling that episode AIDS
I'm
Finder.
covered in sores.
Philadelphia.
Jesus, there's no way to salvage this intro. I'll be playing Holy John. He's a tiefling inquisitor. Trying to think. You know what? I did actually have a story that I did. It does not involve me directly, but it does. We were out on our break. We were talking to somebody who was working. I guess he's like background on The Walking Dead. And
Frankie J.
Frankie
Shout
J.
outs.
Indeed. And so years ago, one of my friends, he was doing a zombie makeup test. This is long before the zombie craze had gone on. He does it to one of our friends who is blackout drunk. Now, the makeup is actually so effective, he goes back into his home. His parents find him. They try to wake him up. They can't because he is blackout drunk. They call an ambulance because they're rich. And the ambulance shows up, and they wake him up, and they're like, he's yelling at the people, it's latex. It's latex because it's latex makeup on his face. And the ambulance people are like, oh, God, he must be allergic to latex. We can't wear gloves. And then eventually they get him to the hospital. He's like, oh, it's just latex makeup.
Damn, yo.
Yeah.
That rocks. So
I would have not gone with him. Wow.
Oh, no, I mean, he was like drunk as shit. So he was like, what the fuck? And then they're like, they get him to the hospital. He's like, oh.
I guess we should cremate him.
Yeah, they're pretty much like, well, that was $10,000 well
Feed him
spent.
to these hyenas.
Pretty much. That's a callback, everybody.
And then his uncle smashed his head with a hammer.
Okay, jeez.
Dark Finder, everybody.
And speaking of effective makeup, this next one doesn't need it because he's the most beautiful person at the table. The rest of us are garbage pieces of shit. Ladies and gentlemen, WYPR Rock on Mr. Aaron Hickman.
Don't be so hard on yourself, Tommy.
Oh, I'm just kidding. I'm not at the table. I'm next to it.
I feel like there's been such extended banter about these comic book movies. I'm just going to keep it short. Wilhelm Wardicus, 10th level cleric, worshipper of Azathoth, caster of spells, healer of souls,
Fuck yeah, you are.
and ready to rock and roll.
Nice. And speaking of rock and roll, they call this next guy the Big Bopper. I don't know what the fuck that means. Ladies and gentlemen, new motorcycle owner, Mr. Ben Hancock. And sitting across from me, speaking of Hancock,
The Will Smith movie?
this next
This guy signed the Declaration of Independence.
ladies and gentlemen, behind that laugh finder trifold, actor, writer, comedian, Mr. Dorian Gray.
Hello, my name is Dorian Gray. I am currently plotting to kill everyone, so why don't we get started?
Previously on Laugh Finder, our special guest Garrett Harvest, incarnated as a 6'1", dark and handsome guy in spikes, wings, and Air Jordans, named Hardy. We looted some henchmen. We got a glowing dagger, 5 diamonds, and a rolled up parchment with dragon speak language on it, yet to be deciphered. We proceeded to summon the other nobles of Red Point to join us while we forced Lord Daffodil to confess his evil doing. In the crowd, though, we noticed there were some ominous characters that sort of faded into the crowd. Daffodil proceeded to confess that he and his consorts actually want to assassinate our old friend Lennic. You remember Lennic?
Oh, fuck.
No!
Holy John then had the brilliant idea of stealing the identity of Lord Daffodil, taking on his visage. The rest of us turned invisible. Holy John walked out as Daffodil, fooled everybody, including this red-eyed guy with pointy ears in the crowd, who then said, "Hey, Lord Daffodil, follow me." And that brings us up to the present.
All right, so as we continue,
Is that
I need
balalaika
to
music
know,
behind
Yeah.
That was a
where
jaunty
is your next move?
recap.
Can we go pick up our shit, or do we need to
No,
go
I'm
immediately
with
go
these
get save
jabrones.
Lennox? Oh, yeah, you got to go with these jabrones.
Yeah, so
I
you
guess
got to
we gotta
wrap it up with that guy.
Well, I mean, we gotta get this book, and I guess they're gonna come back with Lennox.
Wait, what was the question we just asked that at the very end of the episode? I have to get that book.
Lennox probably dead.
Well,
Yeah.
he said if they, Lennox probably dead, and if we get that book,
They won't
we
be able
can
to cast
stop.
a spell. And they said, "Follow me."
Okay.
So maybe this red-eyed, pointy-eared guy can lead us to whoever is going to attempt to assassinate Lennox, or maybe he's already been assassinated and they have the book.
Oh yeah, did
we
we get
need that book.
We need to check and see.
We also didn't get to see if you could convince him that we're part of the gang now, that we're in.
Oh yeah, you were trying to tell him that like,
was
hey,
going
I've
to,
turned the Odd Company. Now they're with us.
But I feel like you've bluffed him so much. This might be a risk that maybe we should just stealthily follow from behind at this point.
Well, I mean, you guys are already invisible, so if you became visible.
Well, look, I gotta get. We have powerful items waiting for us.
Yeah, we kind of need these items to fuck up whatever we're gonna run into.
It's nighttime right now.
Oh, okay. They'll be ready in the morning.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Then.
Yeah,
yeah,
we
let's
gotta go.
let's just do this.
All right. So,
Okay. Since I just dimension doored away, I'm gonna invisible myself. Then.
Okay. So he leads you to the Red Point University,
Okay.
where
RPU.
where two other people are waiting for him. They
Oh, it's
unlock the
homecoming.
door.
Oh, they've all got brands.
So you go into one of these laboratory-like study areas, and there's this wide room.
Listeners, Dorian is preparing the tactical battle board. Get your D20s ready.
Oh,
At
my
the
D
far-
is
Shit's
ready.
about to get hectic.
My
At the
D is
far
fucking
end-
rock.
Is at a table on the ground is poor Lennic, and he's bleeding out profusely. His blood is beginning to pool on the ground.
How many wounds? It's just single wound, or is it multiple wounds?
Just a single wound.
Okay, it's good to know.
And
Is it an axe wound?
no.
And whispering eye.
Oh,
He's bleeding from his pussy. We get it.
Is it a table pussy?
And
it's a classy show.
there's one person, a woman. She's wearing a dark cloak, and she has a kukri, which is a knife that's sort of curved forward.
We know what cookeries are.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, surrounded by
Her name is Shanti. I think that's my ex name.
yeah,
My ex name is Asante.
Your
Cool.
ex-girlfriend.
your ex is there right now.
Yeah, she's got a big knife.
Why is he killing her?
And she has a
Who turned on
blood-covered
that Chris Brown
kukri,
record? Okay, sorry.
and she says, "Well, let's be honest, you probably won't survive the night. So it's not really whether you will die; it's how quickly you will die. So if you give us the book, I'm going to kill you very quickly. I know how to do it so that there's little or no pain. But if you don't give us the book, you will scream all night. I mean, personally, it makes no difference to me. But I'm not the one in charge here.
Hold on a minute. Let me talk to him right here. Hey there.
I'm gonna have the invisible Bobo walk alongside of him and Noble Face.
Now, Lennic, can you hear
Can
me?
you put your figure on, like,
Yeah.
at the entrance?
Yes. Tommy is reaching for the carton of figurines. Out they come.
Hey, who painted these figurines, Aaron?
We want to thank our, what is it called? Black Spire. Black Spire Studios. Rob Randall of Black Spire Studios custom painted our figurines for Laugh Finder, and we thank him, as we often do, when we pull them out of their magic box and admire their Technicolor beauty.
So he's a guy that paints.
He paints these figurines.
Yeah.
Okay, nerd. It's not.
We've been doing this 3 years and you're the first guest to say that.
Yeah, it is a miracle it took that long.
It really is.
He also paints battleships on grains of rice.
Does he have a microphone on a microscope on a thing like this? that he paints
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right.
some people use like a magnifying glass
Yeah,
and they
he's
paint
good.
with a toothpick.
on? Yeah, I seen it on
Yeah.
40-Year-Old Virgin. No, and I'm not even, no pun intended. Like it's just.
Oh, you mean that documentary?
Yeah, Jesus.
Okay, so who do you got in your hand? You got.
I
Aaron.
got Bobo. I got.
All right.
I
Well,
got-
Bobo's going to walk alongside with you while invisible.
I cannot reach up there.
Brian Preston
Aaron,
is
can you
placing the figurines on the board, and now I'm helping.
Okay, so I guess you guys should be like in the periphery in Viz.
Who do we
right?
get? Who do we have here? That's the ranger character.
That
Who's
will be Ren.
This is your character. Where do you want to be in the room? Where do you want Hardy to be?
Where's the bar?
I would.
Well, you're in a
suggest-
lab.
Oh, okay. I'll be right here at this table.
Okay.
So here's Arcane. You want Arcane here?
Arcane. Yeah, Arcane will be in
And-
this in the back in the corner over here.
This corner?
Yeah.
And you want Bobo next to him?
Bobo will be next to Holy John.
And Holy John is.
I'm gonna be up next to Lennic
Here's Holy John.
because I'm gonna try and get that book from him.
Yes.
Yeah, and then put Bobo next to him.
Bobo's invisible right now?
Yep. Other side.
Other side.
Please.
Yeah. People will. You'll smell an invisible monkey.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
And then what?
Oldest
this
trick
is
in
me.
the book.
I'll
Yeah,
just.
no, he's gonna stay fucking
I'll
up
hang
like-
out.
So, what is the fake Lord Daffodil going to say?
You there? Do you know who I am?
I love your impersonator voice. Whenever listeners, whenever he's pretending he's taking
a
the
bluff
visage
check?
of another character, it's always that like 1920s
Okay.
gangster
This is the
voice.
Lennic, not the woman.
So, who are you talking to?
I was talking to Lennic.
And he goes, Lord Daffodil.
That's right. It's me, Lord Daffodil. Now, can you see me?
Yes.
Here's what I'm going to say to you, sir. I think you're going to be in a real unholy situation, and then they're going to find your dead body dismembered on the John. That's right. She's going to cut you up, and we're going to make it look like you did some weird shit in a bathroom before you die. Unless you give us that fucking book. It'll be an unholy mess on the John.
God damn it. All right. Holy shit. All right. He's like,
Well done.
he says, all right. I'll tell you, but I'll only tell you. I won't tell you while everyone else is in the room.
That's fair. Laborers, disperse.
Working class. Vanish.
What about this?
I think there's a Jeff Foxworthy special on Hulu. Why don't you go watch that?
I lean over to Arcane. I whisper to him, do I have to leave now? No, fine. Oh, I'll stay. Okay, I understand now.
What's the sword woman's name? Have we determined that?
Ashanti.
Ashanti. Yeah. It's weird though. She also has a bunch of love songs with Ja Rule.
She has a backpack full of 90s clothing.
She says, you want me to leave?
Yes, you're obviously making this weird.
I'll be right outside.
That's cool.
Well done.
Why don't you get your creepy ass to Hot Topic while you're at it? All right, buddy, where's the book? Oh, the other guy left too, right? The other Jabron.
There was only one guy there.
Oh, there's only the woman on there?
Yeah.
As far as we know.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
3.
Give me a perception roll.
Okay, boys, my first roll of the game. That is a 14 plus my eyeball, which is 10, 24.
It's a showdown of the dice.
Ooh, Dorian didn't do
Dorian's
his classic.
contemplating
"This sucks."
behind his trifold.
All right, Dorian is.
He's looking at presumably numbers.
What did you roll?
24.
Okay. Lennic says, the desk behind me, it has a false bottom, but, and then you hear, thanks. Zelda! Everyone roll initiative.
Oh, maybe there's other invisible people
Roll
in
the
here.
20 and then add that number to it.
Roll initiative? We're doing?
Yes.
Fuck yeah. Okay.
So what did Hardy roll?
14.
I like this battle music.
It is.
17 here. 17 for the flea.
Wilhelm has rolled a natural 20.
Holy John?
An unnatural 20.
Good work, Audiomancer.
And I got an uncomfortable, but you kind of like it 25.
All right.
Yep.
One moment, gentlemen.
So there's just an invisible disembodied voice in the room at this point.
Looks like somebody else came to our invisible party, fellas.
So everyone, Bobo's invisible, and
So-
everybody else is
Yeah,
invisible
so
except
whoever's
for...
in this room, they think it's just the noble.
Okay.
Which I want to take this moment to everybody go to laughfinderpod.com to check out all of our links to our Teespring and Patreon accounts. We can buy all sorts of shirts about Brian's foreskin.
Yeah, get a fantastic foreskin tank top before the summer ends.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, fuck it.
Yeah, let everybody know about your gun show with
Yeah.
your extra skin tips.
Get them for fucking Christmas. I don't know, do you hate your family? Be like, hey, what the fuck? I listened to some podcasts. Here's a shirt about some guy's dick skin. Fuck you, Dad.
Which also,
Fuck
if you're
you.
listening to this, we are also now on Spotify.
Yeah.
We are on Spotify. Check us out there.
All 4 seasons on Spotify now.
So listen to us there, where it's harder for us to track our numbers.
Oh, no, actually, there's a whole diet. There's a whole thing.
I know.
Oh, no.
Do you have to do extra cleansing stuff when you have a foreskin?
I mean, just fucking shower like a person who's washed under your foreskin.
But I mean, do you have to like pull it back and scrub underneath it and stuff?
All right.
Yes.
Do you have a special brush for
Arcane.
it?
So weird.
No.
What?
So
Yeah, I know. This is the show. This is the show you signed up for.
Arcane, it is your turn.
Okay, on my turn, Bobo was going to give one of the Cure Moderate. Didn't we get Cure Moderate
We did. We all got,
potions?
yeah.
Give one of the Cure Moderate potions to Lennic.
Okay.
And then I am going to cast Dispel Magic. I think I need a target for Dispel Magic. I can't. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to hold my action until she comes through the door. Until,
Okay.
what's it, Zelda?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Next up to bat is someone you can't see. Well, first we get to roll the cure spell for 5, 6, 7, 8. Goddamn. 16,
Damn.
17, 18. Okay. So he cures Lennic for 18.
Yeah!
Hell yeah.
Well done, Bobo.
And since that wasn't an attack, he's still invisible, right?
Correct.
Okay.
Garrett, you see Arcane here has a pet familiar in the form of a little monkey.
Which was
Who goes
painted
around and-
very unfortunately by... go ahead and take a look at how it's painted.
The
Oh,
monkey
thanks
there.
so much for pointing that out.
Holy shit.
He's got a,
He got all different type of stereotypes. Goodness gracious.
hello, my darling.
Whoa. This is Japanimation all over again.
Yeah, it's
All right.
I'm Aaron Jolson.
All right. So
Out of the block!
So a man materializes. He's dressed in like brown and gray, very plain, very nondescript. He's wearing an etched daffodil on the shoulder of his cloak,
Ooh.
and he whips his hand out, and a blade just like materializes out of his sleeves, and he is going to sneak attack Lennic.
Oh, no.
He misses. Next is Holy John's turn.
All right, cool. So I am going to, before I do fucking a god darn thing, I'm going to do a destruction judgment. I can do 2 judgments. I'm going to do a destruction, and I am also going to do a protection. So that pretty much just means I get +2 AC for every 5 Inquisitor levels, and I get +1 for every 3 Inquisitor levels on my damage roll, so that's just a +3 to damage. And then I am going to, I guess, try to power attack this invisible fellow.
Well, he's no longer invisible.
Well, this visible fellow, then.
This standard fellow.
I am just going to...
I guess he's not. I guess you're not trying to convince him that you're Lord Daffodil at this point.
I mean, if you attack him, does the illusion end?
I
mean, it doesn't matter at this point.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, the jig is up.
It doesn't actually disguise check. It doesn't actually say if attacking makes it. Claim identity prevents any other polymorph effects, so they can't change it back. And it doesn't. 1 hour, so I can do it for 9 hours. It does not say that. It doesn't say.
Okay. You don't have to.
What, attack him?
No, I mean, you don't have to drop the disguise.
Oh yeah, so I can just stay disguised as Lord Daffodil. So we kill this guy fast enough. We can just be like, go back outside. Anyway, I'm just going to assume we're not hitting it 16, are we?
No.
Okay. Oh, but I can attack twice. I'm not
yeah,
attack on my second one.
Come on, Bryan. Come on, Bryan.
We're also not hitting 14.
Okay.
trash
next
rolls, everybody.
is Wilhelm.
I don't like that this dice tray is leaning.
So the our enemy is intent on killing Lennic. He seems more interested in killing Lennic than he does attacking any of us at this point. Which makes
Lennic is who has the knowledge
Yeah.
to make the spell.
Let me ask you, how many hit points does Lennic have now, and how many could he be restored to?
Lennic has... Let's see, he was cured for like 18. So he has 14.
Now, Aaron, if I may make a suggestion.
Yes?
I believe this situation may call for a hold, if you could hold person on the go.
I absolutely can do that. Let me find my hold person spell.
That's a will save, I believe, yeah.
The subject becomes paralyzed and freezes in place. This is a level 2 spell. Casting time 1 standard action. What do you need to know about this? Range 100 feet plus 10 per level. Targets 1 humanoid creature.
Okay, this would
It's
bring...
a will save.
Yeah.
Saving throw will.
Okay, so it's 10 plus the level of the spell plus your wisdom modifier. What is your wisdom mod?
You don't even want to know. It is 5.
All right, 10 plus 2 plus 5 is 17. 17 will save.
Come on.
Oh, I just missed it.
Consider yourself held.
All right, and so what does the duration say on that?
It's something times caster level. It is 1 round per level.
Oh,
So
10
you're held for
rounds.
10 rounds.
okay. Next person.
At this point, you're breathing normally, but you can't take any actions, even speech.
All right. So this person is going to materialize
Oh, shit.
Oh, more people are materializing.
here. And he has a dagger filled with like a sort of black grease. And he's going to
boy.
use it to stab Hardy under the rib.
How does he... And he was able to see Hardy? He was able to see Hardy?
He was.
Oh, okay.
I don't like that
boy.
laugh, man.
No, you're fine.
All right, cool.
He comes out of, he materializes like he was invisible, but he's not anymore. And you turn your head just in time to see a knife coming straight at your face, but fortunately you were able to dodge it in time. next is Big Sleeve.
Well, the gambler and the dubious scoundrel is seeing my friend almost get stabbed in the back. So I'm going to just hold my position right here and unload all hellfire upon him. So get ready, because we're going to just start shooting bullets, and I'm going to spend a grit point to do a little bit of extra damage with up close and deadly, since I'm within range already. All right, so first attack, we hitting with, that's a nat 20, hitting with that.
Is that like a nat 20?
Yeah, nat 20.
Nice.
Fuck yeah. So, and then the next one, we hitting with 14.
Touch. Yeah.
Okay.
All right, roll to confirm your critical.
Well, I got 2 more attacks.
Oh,
to
okay,
do.
fuck
So, next one we hitting with. That's a 9 and a 1 that I wrote, so 9. Yeah, that's not good. And my last one right here, 19.
Yep, that's a hit.
All right, so I get 3 fucking.
So
attacks.
first, roll to confirm your critical.
All right, roll the crit. A 10.
That's a 10 total.
I don't know what my crit.
It should be whatever that first attack was. You get that attack bonus to it.
So it'd be 22.
Yeah, that confirms critical.
Oh, fuck yeah. All right, so we're going to get 3 of these.
Oh, wait, let me get the tiny calculator.
And 2 of these guys. All right, you guys ready?
I'm ready.
All right. We got an 8.
8.
2, 6, 1, and 5.
22.
Yep, 22.
You ain't need no calculator for that, man.
Agreed. You don't know about learning disabilities.
No.
Bam, 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 bam. And so you riddle him with bullets. Next up is Hardy's turn.
Like?
Let's go.
There we go.
All right, so you get 2 attacks. You can either move to attack someone else or attack the person that just tried to stab you.
Of course, I'm tagging the motherfucker that stabbed me.
Now, there's one important thing, Hardy, that we haven't told you. That is that your primary weapon is a great sword.
Okay.
A great sword, which you, as the owner of the sword, get to describe the properties of.
So what does the blade look like?
Okay, so the blade is about 4 feet long, and it has spikes with poisonous snake venom on the tip of each blade that doesn't get removed even when used.
Okay.
All right, so roll a 20-sided die.
You get 2 attacks.
All right.
So you're going to roll this and add 16 to it.
All right, die, you backstabbing bitch.
Ooh,
What's
nice.
that? 18?
16 and 16, which is
32.
32.
Okay, so the first one is a hit.
Okay, roll your...
So now we're going to see if the second one hits before we do damage.
So now you're going to roll this and add 12 to it.
13.
Natural 1.
Yeah, that's a critical fail.
God damn.
All right, but first we do the damage for the one that you did hit with.
So you're going to add 2d6. So roll 2d6s, that red one and that purple one.
Yep.
And then we're going to add 16 to this. So 6 plus 16.
22.
Nice.
Jeez. All right, your second attack was horrible. But it doesn't matter, because your first attack felt ribs as you came up under his defenses and up across his chest.
Yeah, this guy's 44 hit points down already.
Nice slash.
Oh, that's the guy that you hit.
Yeah, that's the guy that I hit
Oh,
already.
he's dead then.
All right, yeah. Knock him over, Hardy.
Yeah. So the second attack doesn't matter because he took damage from the bullets and then turned around into a sword.
Just ignored the bullets.
No, he took
Way to
damage
go,
from
Bash
it.
Brothers.
He just went It's
But
just
I'm
like,
saying he said fuck him. He just attacked me after he got shot by him.
well, he attacked you first,
Oh yeah.
and then
you
he
at him.
shot him, and then you
My
turned
God.
around.
Because I
and-
got your
Teamwork,
back.
man. Thank
You know what?
Thank
that
you.
the
Riddled him
dead
with
guy,
bullets.
he didn't get the text that Big Slee sent out that said, "Don't come to school tomorrow."
All right. So next,
You dumb bitch.
Uh-oh.
right, now that-
Shanti
Zelda
is
comes
coming
in.
That
back in
should
the room.
trigger my attack. So she comes in, and Arcane like puts his hand out, and fucking Tesla coils go down the thing. And he fucking pow, like shoots her with a lightning bolt.
okay. Let's see. So that's 10 plus.
Okay, so it's 10 plus 3 for the spell level, 5 for my charisma, and then my spell focus is an invocation, so that's another 1, so it's 19.
Okay.
I gotta tell you, you're playing like a 10th level construct.
Did she make it?
Yeah.
Fuck!
Natural 20.
Oh.
God damn it! I feel like D. God damn it!
That's the 4th natural 20 this game.
Yeah, well, we don't celebrate when Dorian gets him, okay?
Oh. Uh-oh. Ashanti is moving behind Wilhelm.
Morticus.
All right.
What?
Excuse me. Game Master Dorian is laughing maniacally behind his trifold.
So much maniacal
She
laughter.
just critted you, apparently. It was either a critical hit or a critical fail.
I don't think it's a critical hit.
Yeah, it's definitely...
There's way too much joy in that laughter.
Yeah.
Thank you. I have everyone go to our Kickstarter page, the Wilhelm Memorial Kickstarter.
Look, Wilhelm has died once already this season and come back from the dead with even more mystical knowledge than he had before. This is just yet another
So
visit with Azathoth.
you're just
for
playing
me.
Flatliners while we're all playing Pathfinder.
Yeah.
I bet you're into autoerotic asphyxiation.
That's right. That's how I restore my spell
I can
power
only
every
come
night.
if I see my dead grandmother.
Okay, so she whips out her black blade and catches you for 35 points of damage.
Damn it.
Give me a fortitude save.
Oh, all right. That is a 16 plus 8, 24.
You make it.
Oh, thank God.
All
So I
right.
don't take the damage?
No,
take the
you take the
damage.
damage. You just don't take the poison.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. How many did you tell me I lost?
35.
Oh, jeez.
It's platypus venom. No, actually, the platypus venom like fucks you up.
Oh, I took a picture. Today I saw a daddy longlegs that had caught a caterpillar.
Uh huh.
So I've never seen a daddy longlegs kill anything, but this one had his big ass fangs in the caterpillar, and it was dead.
Sucks to be that caterpillar.
I have 3 daddy long legs living in my bathroom right now, and I'm leaving them there just to see what they'll do. Turn my bathroom into a house or something.
They're gonna start sliding you pennies.
All right. Here's our rent.
I like you hear a bump in the night, like a window break. You're like, "Daddies, it's time."
Help me, daddy!
All right, so it's top of the round. This guy says, "No matter what, never flake on a job." And
Which
he's
guy?
this guy.
The guy that's held?
Oh yes. Oh, that's right.
You mean he says,
I'm having trouble flaking on this job.
He gets to roll a resist.
Yeah?
He rolled a 2.
All right.
Okay.
Cool. Let's just.
resistance is futile?
That's gonna bully him.
It's Holy John's turn, actually.
All right. Cool.
Which, by the way, Star Trek Next Generation, did you know Whoopi Goldberg's character was on there from season 2 on?
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I think she's a ghost. If I remember right, there's something about her character that she's a ghost.
Shit. Even though I saw it, we hit at 19.
No.
God damn it. I'm gonna try to hit him that second time.
Wait. Are
Wait,
you
he's
hitting
held.
him at
Yeah,
19?
him.
Yes.
Oh, hit him
Yeah.
at 19. Awesome.
Can't he just coup de grime if he's held?
I believe he can.
So you're
Wait,
gonna-
I don't know if we can do that, because
Okay.
if we can, that sets an extremely dangerous precedent.
Yeah, you know what? That doesn't work for anybody.
It's kind of like a judge making decision against Johnson & Johnson.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So that first one does hit, and then on the second, Yeah, I'm assuming we are going to hit a 23, right?
That is correct.
Okay, cool. So that first one. 2,
Do you need me to add these up?
3, 13, 16 on the first hit.
16 damage to the first guy who materialized. While he's held.
4, 8, 17.
33 damage.
And he can't do anything about it.
But he's all muffled.
all he can do is bleed. Holy John.
He just makes that noise like when
Wilhelm.
you stub your toe real bad, like.
So this woman, Shanti, has just taken 35 hit points off me.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm going to turn around and face her. And
Which causes an attack of opportunity.
I am
Who
now
did
going
that?
to launch upon her my 5th level spell, Slay Living. I'm going to attempt to slay any one living creature, namely her. When I cast this spell, my hand seethes with eerie dark fire. I must succeed on a melee touch attack to touch the target. Shall I do that?
Yes.
Here we go. That is a 16 plus. What do I get to add to that?
It doesn't matter because it hits.
Okay.
Yeah.
And now I'm going to give her every inch of 12d6 points of damage plus 1 point per caster level.
Okay,
she-
so
she
is there a
did-
save?
Every inch of it.
Every inch, all 12 inches.
Fortitude partial.
Go balls deep, Aaron.
Yeah.
Get your
Oh,
cackalacker
no.
ready.
What?
Oh, she eats all of that.
Damn.
Now, play along at home, listeners. Here comes 12d6 of damage.
You guys need me
You
now.
ready? Holy John, I need you to count how many times I've rolled.
Okay.
Okay.
And
Not used to it. Such a
Arcane, I
small
need
count.
you to calculate the damage. Here we go. 5
5
plus 2,
plus 2,
3
3
plus 2,
plus 2,
4
4
plus 1,
plus 1,
1
1
plus 4,
plus 4,
5
5
plus 2,
plus 2,
Is it?
5
5
plus 6.
plus 6.
That's it.
That's
41?
40.
I got 40.
That was 40.
Still no calculator, man.
Yeah, see?
Damn.
40 points of damage.
Boom. A black glow emits from your hands as she is slammed up against the wall, making a dent in
And
it.
she says, harder, daddy.
She's not dead yet?
No.
That's disappointing.
This is Arcane.
Okay.
You were genuinely upset about that shit. I can feel it.
I know. The spell is called Slay Living. That doesn't count for anything?
Bobo's going to use his that
Magic
wand. Yeah, that wand that does whatever by the faces of the moon. Is
Yes.
it still
The
magic
monkey
missiles?
wand.
Nope.
All right, we're
You'll
going to find
find
out
out.
what this new.
You're going to find out tonight.
You better learn it out.
Oh, you're going to see what this monkey stick does.
All right, cast whatever magic monkey thing it is. It's
Who are you?
on the held guy.
No.
What's it called? Magic monkey
This
stick?
rod that I gave Bobo, it does a different spell upon the phases of the moon.
Oh.
Up until now, it's been shooting magic missiles.
Uh-huh.
I don't know what it
Well,
shoots now.
let's say you're not going to be collecting his face.
Oh!
As a large line, a large torrent of acid.
Oh, jeez.
He kind of looks like that guy from the toxic waste scene in
So
Damn, I
is
should
he
have
dead?
seen RoboCop.
Yeah.
Man. Fuck.
Yeah.
Somebody
That
knock
was like
him
the third
over.
RoboCop.
Yes.
I'm like,
Listeners,
what
if
the fuck
you're following along, that's 2 enemies down, 1 to go.
All right, and then for my turn, Arcane is. I'll do my 5 magic missiles at the young lass against the wall.
All 5?
All 5.
All right, give me a roll for that.
Okay. What am I rolling?
5D, no.
It's 5d4 plus 1.
Yeah,
No
plus
roll
1
to hit
each.
necessary,
Yeah.
listeners, for magic missiles that unerringly hit their target.
Okay, we got a 1, 4, 8, 12, 15 plus 5, 20 damage.
All 5 magic missiles slam into her. And she falls down dead.
Yes.
Nice. And I'll be
Listeners.
like, ooh, a lady face.
All 3 enemies have been smited by the odd company. Lennic lays bleeding but stabilized on the floor. We've thwarted an assassination. And we have a book to retrieve from Lennic as we continue our campaign against Vanesh, the Lord of Screams. We take the fight to him on the next exciting episode of
All right, guys, this week's episode today is September the 17th. No, 10th. Today is September the 10th. This weekend, you can catch me at Magooby's Joke House featuring for SNL's Finesse Mitchell Thursday through Saturday. And then I'll be at the Renaissance Festival on the 14th. I mean, the 15th. Brian, what do you got? Eric's showing a porno
Hold on,
movie.
I'm showing RoboCop scene with the toxic waste guy.
You've never
okay.
seen
Right,
RoboCop?
I
what-
never-
what-
no,
oh, wait,
man, I
this
do
is-
that all the time.
Well, don't
This
give
is
him
the special.
just that.
Right, right.
Yeah, no. I also, when I was like, I caught a staring at my thing. I said
Can
that
you
all the time.
fly, Bobby?
Yeah.
Did you say you're going to be like doing a performance at the Renaissance Festival?
No. I'm
You're
just
just
going to be
hanging.
there.
Okay,
Getting
okay.
drunk, smoking. I mean,
so if
vaping.
you're a
Maybe
fan of the
watching
show,
ladies
come say
perform
hi.
cunnilingus on each other. Did
Yeah,
that happen to you last time?
That was
God
last
willing.
year. Yeah, no, just them bitches look like they ate Fraggles. Oh yeah, the same shit as I always plug. And then I don't think I got shit else this week, but I'll probably have something by the time this is happening, not at the moment.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah,
Okay.
dude.
Good.
What about you, Eric?
Again, not a lot going on in September for me. Church of Satire on the 19th. All things Eric Comedy at ericcomedy.com. But if I could, implore all of our listeners, please hop on the iTunes, the Stitcher, whatever platform you listen to us on, and drop us a 5-star review. It means the world to us and costs you absolutely nothing.
And it helps other people find our podcast.
Yeah, it is. It really does. And then if you feel so inclined, check out our merch shop. Another way we can make a couple bucks is buying some of our cool T-shirts. Even if you're not going to wear it, just fucking buy it. Give
Yeah.
it to a friend.
Do we still sell baby onesies?
Yeah, there's baby
Yeah.
ones.
Yeah, no, give them that, man.
Get them leggings,
Yeah,
okay?
dude, get those fucking
Get
Sphincter
them
Club.
leggings.
Yeah,
Let 'em
and
know.
also we're going to be, we have a show that we're going to be recording at Eric's coming up that
No, we don't have
afterwards-
to record at my house because my wife leaves the next day, so
Oh,
I can
okay.
still be here
Okay.
that day.
Oh, okay.
All right, well, then we're going to... Anyway, our plan is we're going to take some pictures, and we're going to make a cool T-shirt with us as like a hand-painted 80s poster.
Okay.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
nice.
That'd be cool.
We had a cool idea.
Okay. Garrett, what you got coming up? This is the 10th.
Okay, so Motor House every Wednesday, the Art of Comedy open mic. Make sure you check that out. And Get Silly Sundays every second and fourth Sunday at Zizimos. Check that out as well. Those are 2 things coming
Fuck
up.
yeah.
Always, consistently, every
Hell yeah.
goddamn month.
And Aaron, what do you got?
I want to plug my friend Garrett's vintage clothing line.
yeah.
Garrett _ Hoarder.
Hardy _ Hoarder.
Hardy Hoarder.
Didn't you write it down?
Hardy _
Hardy
Hoarder.
_
Double H.
Yes,
Hoarder.
thank you.
What's
yes.
the affinity for the name Hardy?
Hardy, I think it was like a year, 2 years ago, I didn't like how my Facebook name said Garrett Paul Harvest, my original middle name. I just didn't. It's weird because people would bring me on stage to Garrett Paul Harvest, which makes no sense.
So you change it so you're Hardy Harvest?
So I changed it to Hardy Harvest to kind of make a joke like Hardy
Yeah,
Har.
Hardy Har.
But then people started using that, and I was like, I like that. That sounds better. So then I kept the Hardy, and then
You totally
Just
succeeded
implement
in
it
giving
into-
yourself your own nickname.
Yeah.
yeah, but I wouldn't have did it if it wasn't for people actually using that shit. Because I know you can't just give yourself a nickname. It has to be called to you first.
Yeah,
All that
nobody
is
ever-
to say,
It's not like anybody
Hardy
at this table would ever give themselves their own nickname.
Hoarder.
I didn't give myself that. I dated a girl that called me Sinbazo.
Yeah, I get it. She went to a different school.
Wait, you didn't give yourself that?
No, I dated a Cuban girl who used to call me Tommy Sin Baso, which is Tommy without spleen in Spanish.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
And then you told everybody.
Yeah, and I was like, "Hey guys, call me Tommy Sinbazo." No, she used to call me her and her sister would say Tommy Sinbazo.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, you got anything, Dorian? It's the 10th.
This is the 10th of what, September?
Yeah. All day.
All month.
I don't have anything in the month of September. But
September's like my busiest month so far.
yeah,
so.
I have a show on Halloween at Beer Baron Tavern.
Nice.
Nice.
And I'm going to be at Benson Ball.
Yeah, when's that?
Benson Ball, I believe, is the 21st.
What is that?
It's a dance competition hosted by Doug Benson, oddly enough.
It is a comedy festival put on by Tig Notaro. And it is at some point.
Okay, cool. Well, look, we'll tell you when it comes closer.
Yeah.
Ben, you got anything?
Nope.
Are you so? No open mics. You're not.
Nah. I mean, you catch me at Zissimos every now and then.
Okay.
Better House
Catch
if
him
I
on
get off
Falls
early
Road
enough.
with the wind in his hair.
Are you still up
riding
in that
his
Ravens
motorcycle.
pregame shit, bro?
I don't think I'm doing it this year.
Okay.
No.
Why not? Joe's doing it. Joe probably
Just
gets
because
you
my schedule at my work. If I get this new schedule, then I probably will because I'll have off on Sundays.
in. Okay. Well, also, yeah, we got to get another show together where it's a Laugh Finder crew show. I'll work on that. Okay. Well, anyway, Garrett, we never let our guests leave empty-handed. You're going to get a lucky D20 to go with you, so you can lose it in your
Nice.
hoarding house.
You can't sell it on Etsy.
You got everybody thinking I have a whore house. I'm selling vintage whores.
I told you, like mature.
Back from 42nd Street when it was.
They're like, "Hey, boys!" They come out like flappers.
This is a 58 model.
All right. Well, but I can't just give you a die. The die's got to find you. So you're going to put your hand into this bag. You're going to feel around. I'm going to say an incantation. When I'm done casting my spell upon you, you grab the die that feels right and pull it out. And that's going to be your lucky die. All right, here we go. May all your hits be critical. May your strike be tried and true. May all your fails be minimal, but nothing lower than a 2. All right, grab a die and pull it out.
It's Laugh Finder Orange.
You got that fucking
Okay, let's give it a roll. See what you got.
Hell yeah, an
That's
8.
not bad.
Okay.
All right, guys.
Because I'm crazy.
All right, guys. Well, thanks for joining us, and we'll see you
Next week.